wedding bells ring?
Because someone pulls the rope.
Correct. Pay the man $8. What do they call little cats in Ireland?
Kittens.
Pay the man $9 because...
It pays to be ignorant.
Yes, in the golden days of network radio, it did pay to be ignorant, to mix up words, and speak in funny voices. Like circus clowns, the great radio clowns had only one mission in life, to make us laugh, and they sure did. Back in the dawn of radio, in the early 1920s, vaudeville star Ed Wynn appeared before the microphone, wearing the costume of the Perfect Fool, a character he developed on the stage. The Texaco Company began to sponsor the show, and in 1932, Ed Wynn became the Fire Chief on the NBC radio network. It was the first big-time comedy show. Listeners loved his squeaky voice and nervous giggles. Here's Ed Wynn at his most outrageous.
The title of tonight's opera is Rosalie. Rosalie is so fat that when she goes to bed, she reminds you of an ocean liner. It takes a couple of tugs to get her out of a slip. Now, Rosalie and her father jump on a bus. And Rosalie likes the bus driver, and she says to the bus driver, "My father and I are going to Atlantic City." The driver said, "Well, that's marvelous, because this bus ain't." This makes them sweethearts. And her father says, "You can't be that man's sweetheart. He's a middle-aged man." Rosalie says, "What's that?" The father says, "Well, Rosalie, a middle-aged man is a man who would rather not have a good time than try to get over it." Wait, I got some that are worse than that. Now, the driver, that's Philip. His name is Philip. He has only 2 teeth. He has 1 tooth in his lower jaw and 1 in his upper jaw. And one day, 1 tooth said to the other, "We ought to get together for lunch sometime." Now, Philip calls on Rosalie. The father rushes in and says to Philip, he says, "Say, you want to marry my daughter? Can you support a family?" Philip says, "Yes." The father says, "Now think hard, because there's 7 of us." They decide to get married. Here my mood changes, you see. At the wedding, the judge says, "Do you take this woman, Rosalie, to be your wife?" Philip says, "I do." The judge says, "Well, I take her to be your mother." After the wedding, you know, Rosalie and Philip have a fight. This is a tremendous scene, very dramatic. Philip rushes from the house and slams the door after him. But it's a revolving door, and he breaks his back. Now, but Rosalie runs away to South America. On her arrival in Buenos Aires, she reads in Walter Winchell's column that she has just become a mother in New York. This confuses her. And she rushes back to New York. She's anxious to see her child. She sees the little boy, and he is the flower of young manhood. He's a blooming idiot. She rushes back to Buenos Aires. And as the curtain comes down on the opera, Philip, frantic, trying to find his wife, puts an ad in the newspaper. And the ad reads, "Be on the lookout for Rosalie. She has stringy hair, bow legs, a big nose, no teeth. On second thought, just forget the whole thing."
As Gulliver, Ed Wynn answered letters from listeners. And as Bubbles, he spread joy throughout an imaginary island kingdom. But his popularity and his Hooper ratings faded before the slicker and more elaborate comedy shows of the 40s. Another vaudevillian who took the country by storm in the 30s was the greatest liar of all time. Jack Pearl had a regular guest spot on the Ziegfeld Follies of the Air, an early variety show, as Baron von Munchausen, named for a 17th century German cavalry officer who wrote accounts of impossible adventures, supposedly on the Russian front. Jack Pearl got his own show in 1933 and zoomed to the top of the ratings like a runaway balloon, with his straight man, Charlie, played by Cliff Hall, vainly trying to hold him down.
Did I ever tell you about my last hunting trip? I was shooting giraffes in Texas.
Oh, no,
Then all of a sudden...
There are no giraffes in Texas.
I know. I shot them all.
Oh, you shot them.
Never forget right there, Charlie, when all of a sudden, from nowhere, comes an old boy. An old boy run right by
Wait a
me.
minute. What in the world is an old boy?
Oh, that's a bird.
It's a bird.
Oh, that's a big bird.
Old boy is a bird?
Yeah, it eats radishes, onions, garlic, and Limburger cheese.
Yeah.
And when it runs past you...
Yeah?
Oh, boy.
Oh,
no.
I suppose this bird is extinct.
You see, I didn't hear it.
I say, I suppose this bird is extinct.
It always did.
Why don't you give up these silly adventures and settle down?
Settle down?
Yeah.
Well, I live on a farm now. My farm stretches for miles and miles.
Well, sure, with you, everything stretches.
Yeah, so I'm going to ignore that.
Well, go ahead.
I'm going to show you how big my farm is.
Yes.
You know my nephew?
Yes.
Well, he went to the other side of the farm to milk the cows. Now, Bernie, my little nephew Bernie was 10, 12 years old. When he came back, he had a wife and 3 children. And he brought back 9,000 gallons of milk.
How many gallons?
41. Listen, I never...
Wait a minute. How did the milk go from 9,000 gallons to 41?
That's good. So
Answer my question. Just a moment.
Yeah?
How did the milk go from 9,000 gallons to 41?
I condensed it.
Oh, you condensed it. Where did you learn all this farming?
Oh, I learned it from my cousin Hugo.
Hugo?
Hugo.
I thought your cousin Hugo was an orchestra leader, a musician.
1,000 men.
1,000?
1,000 men.
Right.
On 200 violins.
He's got 200 what?
Violins?
No, you mean violin.
Violins.
Violins. Vi.
He likes them.
Oh, he likes them.
That's violins.
Yeah.
And he's got 15 hobos.
No, oboe.
Bums.
Never mind the musician. What do we know about farming?
Farming?
Yeah.
You know Hugo's a very strong fella.
Oh, he's strong, huh?
He's got a neck like a stovepipe.
Oh, big?
No, dirty.
Dirty, yeah.
Baron Munchausen lasted only a few years on radio, and Jack Pearl fell back on other dialect characters for other shows. But for a while, every American whose veracity was challenged had a perfect comeback. Was you there, Charlie? Still another ex-vaudevillian added a phrase to the lexicon of the 30s. After just 3 years with his own show on the NBC Blue Network, Little Joe Penner was voted radio's outstanding comedian in 1934. Here he is, struggling to outsmart Rudy Valley.
Hello, Rudy.
Hello, Joe. How are you?
You want to buy a duck?
No, Joe, I don't want to buy a duck.
Why?
Because
Well, maybe your brother would like to have one, huh?
I haven't a brother.
Well, if you had one, you think he'd consider it?
No.
Under no circumstances?
Under no circumstances.
You nasty man! Rudy.
Yes. What's on your mind, Joe?
Rudy, I'd like to tell a little joke here while I'm out here.
Go ahead.
Well, it's a two-people joke, you see, and you got to have 2 people to tell it. So I'll go out and get another fella.
Wait a minute. What's the matter with me? I'll be very happy to assist you.
You want to be one of the people?
Be very happy to be one of the people, yes.
You be one of the people, and I'll be the other fella, see?
All right, fine.
I'll come up and I'll meet you over here. I'll come up and say, hello, Rudy, see? And then you say to me, hello, Joe.
Yes.
That's my name, Joe, see? And then I'll say to you, why is a kiss over a telephone like a straw hat, see?
Let me see if I understand this correctly now. You say to me, why is a kiss over a telephone like a straw hat?
Yeah. And then you say, I don't know, see? And then I tell a joke. We separate now, so long.
Hello, Joe.
No, you gotta act. You gotta do it with feeling.
Hello, Joe. How are you? How are you?
Hey, that's too much feeling. Why is a kiss over a telephone like a straw hat?
Because it isn't felt.
I'm going on and get another fella.
Oh, no, wait a minute.
What's on? You say, I don't know. I tell a joke because you tell it. There's no sense to me coming around here. I got another one.
All right, let's hear it.
I'll say to you, what's the easiest way to raise corned beef and cabbage, see?
What's the easiest way to raise corned beef and cabbage? Right.
And then you say, I don't know, see? I'll tell a joke. It's my turn now. What's the easiest way to raise corned beef and cabbage?
With a knife and fork.
Don't never do that. This is the last one. I'll say to you, what kind of a chicken lays the longest?
What kind of a chicken lays the longest?
Yeah, that's what I say to you.
Right,
See?
fine.
You say to me, can you say I don't know?
I don't know.
That's it, I don't. Give me a chance, will you, please?
Hello, Joe. Hello, Joe. Oh,
What kind of a dead one?
Those were the days when, you want to buy a duck? Put us on the floor. So did Penner's other line, you nasty man. For 2 seasons, Joe Penner did the Park Avenue Penners as the black sheep in a rich family. The show ended when Joe Penner died in 1941, aged 36. W.C. Fields, America's top comedian in 1938, appeared as a regular during the first year of the new Chase and Sanborn Hour with Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy. His famous rasp and snide wisecracks were hilarious on the stage, and even better on radio. One night, he transfixed the show's announcer and straight man, Don Amici.
Some of my best friends, Don, are snakes.
Your best friends are snakes.
Yeah, particularly rattlesnakes. I'll never forget the time I found a rattlesnake imprisoned under a rock. He was there begging for succor. That means help. So I freed him, and with a grateful look in his eyes, he followed me home. Before I went to sleep that night, I made him a bed of one of my old undershirts. Yes, it was the undershirt. I wear woolen underwear, you know.
Yeah. Go on, Bill. Go on.
Summer and winter.
Now, look. Look, Bill, no one is interested in what you wear.
Well, that's funny. No man is interested in what another man wears. I had a blind dance.
What about the rattlesnake, Bill?
Don't be impatient. And as I bade the little rattlesnake good night, I patted him, her, it, on the head.
Was it a him, her, or it?
To tell you the truth, Don, I don't know. I never looked. You know, Don? You know, he actually licked my hand. And just before the little fellow curled up to sleep, he tried to kiss me.
Oh, this is very, very romantic, Bill. You're really touching the strings of my heart.
Oh, it was a beautiful night. I went to bed.
Yeah. You went to bed.
Yes, I remember that very distinctly. Suddenly I woke. A ruffian had entered my boudoir with a fowling piece. He said to me, "Reach for the ceiling." He didn't know the roof had blown off 3 days before.
But what happened to the ruffian, Bill?
Oh, he had his back to my beautiful little rattlesnake. There he lay, sweet little chap, breathing in pain, the tears running down his cheeks.
Well, I didn't know snakes had cheeks.
Call them what you may. Cheeks by any other name would still be cheeks to me. There he lay, as sick as a boiled owl.
Well, how do you know he was sick?
Oh, I really called a doctor. Oh, I forgot to tell you that. The little fellow sunk his fangs into the marauder's fetlock, held him tightly, whilst the marauder screamed with pain. My little friend, the snake, stuck his tail out the window and rattled for a constable.
Yes, Bill, that is indeed gratitude.
And may I say in conclusion that I always smoke Chase and Sand.
Thank you, Bill, thank you.
Drink.
Thank you, Bill, thank you.
That little punk thinks I don't love him.
Thank you very much, WCB.
For decades thereafter, we mimicked the voice of W.C. Fields. Fields stayed on the Charlie McCarthy Show as a regular for only a season, but returned periodically to Sandpaper the Little Dummy.
Well, evening, folks. How are y'all? You're great, mate. Well, I'll say you're great.
One of radio's many amiable morons appeared regularly on Kay Kaiser's College of Musical Knowledge, a comedy variety quiz show that actually gave away money to contestants. The whole band dressed up like students in varsity sweaters. One of Kay's gang was Merwin A. Bogue, who wore chopped-off bangs and did comedy songs as Ish Kabibble. Here's his lecture on geology.
And now for the essay department.
Yes.
You know, rocks is a very interesting subject. which I have just written an essay in regards to same. You want to hear it?
Go ahead.
Okay, rocks. Now, there are many kind of rocks, including small rocks, big rocks, Plymouth rocks, Clorox, 20 Mule Team Borox, and Lewis Stone.
Yeah, somebody ought to rock you to sleep.
Rock me to sleep. You're quite a FM, ain't you?
Funny man?
No, feather merchant. Now back to rocks. Gold comes in rocks known as quartz.
Yes, that's white rock.
No, white rock comes in pints.
Eesh, I wouldn't know.
Now, when big rocks break, you get little rocks. That's where Arkansas comes in. And you get pebbles from little rocks. Then there is sand.
Well, where do you get sand?
In your chow. Oh. Now, money is sometimes called rocks.
Oh, that's the kind of rocks for me, boy.
Oh, you don't have to worry.
No.
That dame you've been chasing around with has got plenty of rocks.
Yeah, yes, that's right. In fact, she's got so many rocks, they call her Rockefeller Rose.
Yeah, well, the one I seen you with, they called Gravel Gertie.
Ish stayed with the Kaiser Show through its many wartime broadcasts and camp shows until his retirement in the early 50s.
It's a chicken!
It's a crow.
It's a buzzard!
Run for your lives, it's Colonna.
Oh, once there was a little girl who lives next to me, and she loved a sailor boy. I was only 3.
Jerry Colonna specialized in singing in a fire siren voice. He could hold a note till the audience cracked up and played a variety of con artists and petty crooks on the Bob Hope Show. He showed up in a couple of the road pictures and musicals, did guest spots, and got huge laughs with his googly eyes and humongous black mustache. On one of the wartime shows, Hope and band leader Skinny Ennis played straight men to a rascally Colonna.
Here at Santa Ana, the boys are being released as fast as possible, and of course there's an excellent employment advisor here in the camp to help them find jobs. However, a lot of phony agencies are making a racket of finding jobs for servicemen. Tonight we show you what happens when a couple of ex-servicemen fall in the hands of a phony job broker.
Hey, soldier. Soldier, you want a job?
Oh, I'm loaded.
I know, but do you want a job?
Colonna, you a job broker now?
That's right, Hope. Just what kind of a job did you have in mind?
Well, I'd like something soft.
Yes, and how tall?
Just a second, Colonna. I want you to meet my buddy. Hey, Ennis. Colonna, this is Skin.
I beg pardon?
I said this is Skin.
Yeah, why don't you put somebody in it?
Colonna, your IQ keeps dropping more every day.
Well, I'll get a tighter belt.
Well, come on, Colonna. We want jobs. Look in your file and see what you got.
Okay, here's something. 5320 Sunset Boulevard. Husband comes home early.
Oops.
Wrong file.
Well, I want a legitimate job, Colonna. I don't care how easy it is, but it has to be honest.
Oh, well, then I have just the job for you, Hope. It's a pushover.
Well, that sounds better. What do I do?
Well, every day at 2 o'clock, you get shot out of a cannon with a mail bag between your teeth. And as you pass over Pomona, you hand it to the pilot of a plane on its way to Albuquerque.
Colonna, what happened to the last guy that had the job?
They fired him, Hope, for breaking a company rule.
What did he do?
On the second trip, he got bored and started reading the letters.
Look, Maltese mush, I don't think you can get me and Skinny a job at all. Come on, Skin, I'll buy you a newspaper.
Yeah, let's look in the want ads, Pop.
Okay. Listen to this. Young men wanted to travel, good pay, room, and board.
Let's go. Where is it?
U.S. Army Reenlistment Center. What is
Hey, the phone's over there in the booth, Pop.
Okay. Hello?
You're not very original, are you?
All right, hello.
Whom is this speaking, please?
No, Colonna, you mean who?
Again?
Who?
Yeah, this happens every time I phone from an owl drugstore. Good news, Hope. Good news. I got a job for you. Do you know anything about parking cars?
Of course, Colonna.
Well, park yours in front of the First National Bank right away and keep the motor running.
Colonna, you're not breaking into the bank, are you?
Oh, of course not, Hope. I'm just sitting here having a cup of tea with the night watchman. Too much lemon.
Jerry Colonna, one of radio's real clowns, singer, mugger, and comedy bad guy. The name Bert Gordon may not ring a bell with some fans of network radio, but Gordon joined up with Eddie Cantor in 1935 and stayed on the show for a decade. Here's Bert Gordon crashing a party given on Cantor's 18th anniversary on radio as the Mad Russian.
Hey, Eddie.
Yeah.
I just met here one of your guests who claims to be a very important European radio executive.
Really? Who is he? Who can he be? Who?
How do you do? Bert Gordon, the Mad Russian.
Some pig's knuckles. You came over to help me celebrate my 18th anniversary in radio?
Your anniversary?
Yes.
Let me be the first to ignore you. Together,
yes,
by a strange coincidence, 18 years ago I went to NBC to ask for a job. So this is my wooden anniversary.
Why do you call it wooden?
They wouldn't hire me.
So you went back to Russia?
Yes. There I assembled my talent and produced Russia's greatest quiz program.
Quiz program? What's the name of it?
Take it to Siberia.
Siberia? Huh?
Yes, that's where I used to struggle on my farm. Yeah. My poor little farm. I started with nothing but a hammer and 2 sickles. Then I was left without my hammer.
What happened?
One winter, things got so tough.
Yes.
I had to eat my sickles.
Wait a minute, Russian. You can't eat sickles?
Popsicles.
What finally brought you back to America?
Well, I was offered a job as a radio censor.
As a censor, how do you function?
Same as anybody else. Let me explain.
Yeah.
When I would read Fred Allen's scripts, I would take out all jokes about his his baggy eyes.
Yes, yes.
When I read Jack Benny's
I think
script,
you got baggy eyes yourself. Here, take it. Try my glasses.
Well, I'll have to continue this conversation.
Go ahead.
See, when I read Jack Benny's scripts, I would take out all stingy jokes.
What did you take out when you read my script?
An airwick.
Why did you quit your job as a censor?
On account of Benny and Al.
Yeah.
Every time I went to Fred Allen to complain, he sent me to Portland. When I went to Jack Benny, he sent me to Rochester.
Well?
Who could stand all that traveling?
Why, you fool, let me get this through your head. Portland is married to Fred Allen, so she is Mrs. Fred Allen. Now, do you know who Rochester is?
Mrs. Jack Benny.
Russian?
Yes.
Let me ask you something. When you were born, did the doctor lift you up and slap your father? A fine radio executive.
Right now, my interest is in television. Only last night, I was watching lovely Esther Williams on my television screen. Yes. There she was, standing at the edge of the swimming pool.
Yes.
Suddenly, she posed gracefully and dove into the pool. Just then, my television set broke.
How did it break?
I dove in after her.
What do you know about television?
I invented it.
You invented television?
Not only that. Recently, I invented something that goes a step further than television. It is called Hero Vision.
This is interesting. How does it work?
When you tune in on a program, you don't see anything on the screen. You just hear it.
But Russian, that's radio.
How do you like that? I invented radio, too. That's very funny. That's very funny.
What's very funny?
I bunged when I should have been.
Oh. Listen, you're a phony, you're a fake, and get out of my house.
A fine way to talk to me. The man who invented radio. The man who's responsible for your being on the air.
You're responsible? Russian, once and for all, let's get it straight. You did not invent radio.
I didn't? Then who did?
I'll spell his name for you. Marconi. Now, who's responsible for me being on the air?
That's Blue Ribbon Beer.
He's so right.
Thanks to the Mad Russian, a great cocktail party opener entered the language. How do you do? One of the last great funny men to find his niche on radio was Groucho Marx. He'd flopped with 4 different shows in the 40s, and some shows wouldn't even take him as a guest, perhaps for fear he'd start ad-libbing and things would get out of hand, as they often did with Groucho. One of his finest moments came toward the end of radio's golden age on The Big Show in 1950. The 2-hour NBC All-Star Extravaganza was a sustaining show, since by that time the big sponsor money was moving out of radio and into TV. Groucho was outraged.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have so many stars on our program.
Who sponsors this program?
We have no sponsor, ladies and gentlemen.
No sponsor?
No, it's sustaining, ladies and gentlemen.
How can you sustain yourself without a sponsor?
We have so many stars on this show.
No sponsor? What'll my friends think?
Ladies and gentlemen.
I had any friends.
Ladies and gentlemen.
If they could think.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have so many stars on our program.
How can they afford it without a sponsor? I'll bet the rent here alone must be about $85 a month.
Ladies and gentlemen, please. Groucho, please.
How can a big hour-and-a-half program like this go with all these big stars go on without a sponsor? We'll give it some class. We'll have it sponsored by the Plebo Company.
But, Groucho, what is the Plebo Company?
Who cares? There must be a company named Plebo. And if there is, we'll send them a bill for it. Now, who were you trying to introduce?
Meredith Willson and his orchestra.
Okay, commercial. Ladies and gentlemen, Meredith Willson and his orchestra are brought to you by the Plebo Company, America's foremost manufacturers. The Plebo Company has been manufacturing foremost for years. Try a foremost, or better still, try the large economy size, the 5 most. Remember, when using foremost, use caution. Caution comes in 6 delicious flavors. So, ladies, if foremost persists, see your doctor. If your doctor persists, use caution.
But we have a distinguished cast of actors ready to go on with an exciting excerpt from the new Warner picture, Breakthrough. And to bring it to you, we have the stars of the picture, David Brown, John Agar, and Frank Lovejoy.
Wait a minute, you can't have a cast like that sustaining?
Oh, no, not again.
Commercial. This program is brought to you by the Plebo Company, makers of that famous after-dinner motor oil. 50 years ago today, the Plebo Company opened its doors to the public. And today, just as it was 50 years ago, is November 12th. Plebo will serve you efficiently. It'll serve you promptly. Try Plebo. It'll serve you right.
The Big Show, emceed by Tallulah Bankhead, lasted 2 years and cost NBC $1 million. Groucho's own show, You Bet Your Life, ran 9 seasons on radio. The shows were restaged the following nights for TV with the same contestants, but the shows were usually different. Typical of Groucho Marx, radio's last great clown.
Henry Aldrich.
Coming, Mother.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Leroy.
Between halves, you'll be entertained by the Summerfield School Band.
What's this?
Featuring Leroy Forrester on the slide trombone.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, close your eyes, Junior.
Well, first, show me another bedtime story.
No, dear. It's time for all good little boys. Time they were asleep.
Well, you mean I can stay up a couple of more hours then, huh?
Golly, don't tell me that you have wrecked that train. Well, I don't know who else to pin it on. You don't.
Go, let off!
The Radio Brats. How we roared at the mayhem and confusion they generated every single week. The Moppets of the Air were played by smart kids, of course, and by grown-ups who never grew up at all. Radio's favorite teenager was Henry Aldrich. He and his sidekick, Homer, were both 16-year-olds in Clifford Goldsmith's Broadway play, What a Life. Henry and Homer were still 16 when the Aldrich family first appeared on the Rudy Valley Show, and still the same age in 1953 when the show finally left the NBC network. In a later show, Henry, still 16, hatches a scheme to buy his mother a birthday present.
Did I tell you what I'm going to put over on Charlie Clark?
Boy, am I going to make money.
Put over on him. Henry, I hope you're not planning to do something you shouldn't.
Oh, no. Charlie wants to buy this flashlight, see? And I'm
You're
gonna...
selling the flashlight I bought you this summer?
Oh, no, sir. One just like it.
Looks the same to me.
Well, sure. They're both super ray hydrojet cosmic beams. Only this one doesn't work.
Oh.
Charlie wants to buy my super ray hydrojet cosmic beam, only I wouldn't sell it, see? But today I happened to be talking to another guy, and he said, just casually, do you want to buy a super ray hydrojet cosmic beam? And it was exactly like mine, except for the difference. So I said, I'll give you 25 cents for it. He said 30. I said, no, 25. He said...
How much did you finally pay for it?
30 cents.
And now you have two something or other cosmic beams?
Well, sure. But isn't it clear, Father? I'll buy batteries for 25 cents, sell one flashlight to Charlie for $1, and make 50 cents clear profit. Father, would you care to take a look at it?
Why should I look at it?
Well, I just thought maybe you'd like to make an offer.
I have a flashlight.
But do you have one you can buy for $1? I mean, well, this one will help you see where you're going.
I'm sorry, Henry, but I know where I'm going.
Mother, would you like to get in on the opportunity?
Mother, I think the potatoes are ready.
Be right there, Mary.
Would you, Mother?
No, thank you, Henry.
You wouldn't be interested in owning something that could keep you from stumbling over stuff? Mother?
Apparently she'd rather stumble.
Father, now that Mother's gone, I can tell you why I'm making all this money.
Why?
It's for her birthday.
Well, I thought you had some money, at least enough to give her that book she wants.
Oh, I have, Father. But I certainly don't want to give her just a book for her birthday. After she slaved over me all these years.
She wants Hemingway's book, son.
This flashlight is only the beginning. I'll make at least 50 cents on it. Then I'll invest that and double it. Then I'll invest that and triple it. See, by the time her birthday comes around, I can get her anything.
What she wants, Henry, is the book.
Henry?
Yes, Mother?
Will you answer the phone, please? And if it's for you, keep it short. Dinner's in 5 minutes.
Sure, Mother. You know, Father, I wonder why more people don't go into business.
Please answer the phone.
Yes, sir, I'm answering it. Hello?
Henry, my mother said you wanted me to call you about something, and I'm also to say we've got to eat in 3 minutes.
Oh, is that you, Charlie? Hello, Charlie, old-timer.
What do you want, Henry?
It's a great opportunity, Charlie. I've located a swell super ray hydrojet cosmic beam.
So what?
Well, I might be willing to sell it to you.
I don't want one anymore.
You don't want one?
I'm going to save up and get a camera.
Oh, gee whiz, Charlie, that leaves me holding two super... That's no way to do business.
Who's talking about business? I just want a camera now.
Well, wouldn't you like a flashlight so you could see where you're going?
I'd rather take pictures and see where I've been.
But, Charlie...
So long.
Oh, boy.
Mother Aldrich got her gift, and we got a half hour of good, clean fun. Throckmorton P. Gildersleeve, created and played by Harold Peary, was first heard as a pompous foil for Fibber McGee. In 1941, he was written out of the script and moved to the town of Summerfield for a show of his own, where he hung out at the Jolly Boys Club and tried to raise his niece Marjorie and his crafty little nephew Leroy, played by young Walter Tetley. At some point in 1949, the great Gildersleeve decided Leroy should take more interest in school.
Let's see, 4 plus 11.
Doing your homework, Leroy?
Now, figuring out how many days I don't have to go to school between now and 1950.
Oh, my.
4 days at Thanksgiving, 11 at Christmas. Only 15!
Good.
Wonder why there has to be a million more school days than there are holidays. What a mean way to treat little kids.
Leroy, what's the matter with you in school?
There's nothing the matter with me. School's dull, that's all.
Now, my boy, school isn't dull. It's a lot of fun.
You kidding? Algebra, history, hygiene.
I'm not referring to your studies, young man. There's all sorts of interesting activities in school that can make your work seem easier. What do you do during recess?
I eat lunch.
Why don't you participate in the sports? You didn't even go out for touch football.
Oh, I can't run fast enough.
Well, what about the folk dancing they have at school? You can run fast enough for that.
Folk dancing? Duh. They wanted Leroy to join the Glee Club last year, but oh no. Glee Club? That's moldy.
Leroy? You aren't trying to find interesting things at school. You're fighting it. Let's have a little change of attitude, my boy.
Yeah.
Christmas is coming, you know. And I have a feeling that Santa Claus will be a little more generous to boys who are interested in school.
You think so, Unc?
Well, I wouldn't doubt it.
Okay, I'll try.
Yeah. That's a boy.
Let's see. 10 plus 24 equals 34.
Yeah, see, Marjorie, Leroy's more interested in his homework already.
Homework? I'm figuring how many days it is till Santa Claus gets generous.
Oh.
That you, Miss Gillsleeve?
Yes, Bertie.
Mr. Gillsleeve, are you going to be surprised?
I am.
Guess what Leroy brought home this afternoon?
A cow?
Well, take your choice. It's either a cow or a trombone.
Oh, I almost hope it's a cow.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Leroy?
between halves you will be entertained by the Summerfield School Band.
What's this?
Featuring Leroy Forrester on the slide trombone.
Oh, my goodness.
Forward, march!
You, Leroy, what are you doing with that trombone? Oh, watch it. You nearly knocked my hat off.
Keen, huh? Leroy, I thought you were going to keep that upstairs. Hello, Uncle Mort.
Hello, Marjorie. Leroy, where did you get that infernal thing?
I got it at school.
Well, take it back. Leroy, why would anybody as smart as the professor give you a slide trombone?
Gosh, Unc, you told me to get interested in something at school.
I don't... That's right. I did, didn't I?
You'll be sorry. Listen to this. You like it, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Very good, Leroy.
Ain't that something, Miss Gillsleeve?
Yeah, it's something, all right.
Leroy, show your uncle how well you play that first lesson.
Sure.
We got a musician in the family. That's what we got.
Yeah, all right, Leroy. Let's hear your lesson.
Stand back, everybody. I'm going way back. I'm going up to my room and stuff a rug under the door. Coward!
Leroy, on with the concert.
Sure. You'll be surprised what I learned the first day.
Yeah, I bet I will.
You can sure tell my piano lessons help me,
Yes, indeed.
Of course, I run out of breath pretty easy.
Well, don't strain yourself, my boy. That's enough practicing today. Put the horn away.
Yeah, I'll stand here in the corner. I want to go study anyway.
Yeah, you want to go study?
Yeah, you can't play in the school band unless you got passing grades. See you later, Unc.
Gildy and Leroy ran for 16 seasons on NBC, including 7 years with Willard Waterman in the lead.
Don't touch that dial. Listen to...
Chick Young's famous comic strip family, Blondie and Dagwood Bumstead, gave us Cookie the daughter, Daisy the dog, and Alexander the brat. The show began on CBS in 1939 with Penny Singleton and Arthur Lake as the grown-ups. But unlike Henry and Leroy, Alexander grew up. He outgrew his nickname, Baby Dumpling, went to school, his voice changed, and one day in the 1940s decided to become an actor.
I think I just heard the back door. That must be Alexander.
Oh, is that you, Alexander?
Yes, it is I.
Alexander, what have you been doing?
Oh, good evening, Pater.
Huh?
Good evening, Mater. Jeepers! I'm so sorry I was delayed. Oh, it's a splendid evening this evening. And this, Pop?
What kind of talk is that?
Alexander, is that you? It always has been.
Oh, look, Alexander, look, let's forget all that stuff. Look, have you been fighting today?
Oh, perish the thought. Ridiculous.
No, look, just answer yes or no, that's all. Yes or no.
No, Pater.
Hey, what is this Pater business? What is this?
Oh, don't you know, old chap? That's British for Latin for my old man.
Alexander, look, now, what goes on here?
Wait a minute, Dagwood. I know. It's what Miss Ellerby said.
You mean that I look like a Great Dane?
No. That Alexander might be a great actor. He's being an actor.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Oh, yeah, I get it now, yeah.
Well, Alexander, you just don't talk like yourself.
Yeah, and you don't act like a real bumstead either.
I doubt if I ever shall again. I'm thinking of changing my name.
Alexander.
Yes, Pater?
And don't call me Pater, I'll call you Potato.
Oh,
Very well, sir. What do you mean you're thinking of changing your name? Well, Mater, I think what your father said about Pater goes double for Mater. Now, what's wrong with your name, please? Well, it doesn't have any dignity.
What's the matter with Bumstead?
Bumstead, Bumstead, Bumstead. It sounds like a man falling down the stairs. And what name were you thinking of? Well, how about Alexander Barrymore? Of course, it would only be my stage name. Off stage, my name would be Alexander Gable. Well, I've got to go upstairs for a moment now. I wish to see if I can put a little romantic wave into my hair. Tell me when dinner is, sir.
Holy smoke.
4 different actors played Alexander during the show's 10 seasons. 3 girls played Cookie, and 1 girl played both. A number of regulars appeared with Fibber McGee and Molly. The above-mentioned Gildersleeve, the old-timer, Mayor Latrivia, Wallace Wimple the postman, Beulah the maid, and, of course, Teeny. Marion Jordan, who also played Molly, perfected her squeaky little girl voice during their early years on radio. Teeny's insatiable curiosity tried McGee's limited supply of patience at least once a month for years.
What you got in a paper bag, mister? Candy, mister? Can I have a piece? Can I have a piece?
If it was candy, you'd connive a piece, all right, Teeny. But it happens to be a bag of mushrooms. You know what mushrooms are?
Sure I do, I betcha. My daddy told me.
He did, eh?
He told me that,
I says he did, eh?
He did what?
Your daddy told you what mushrooms are.
I know it. What are they?
They're kind of a vegetable, sis.
Oh.
Here, take a look.
Oh, Jiminy, toadstools.
They are not toadstools. They're mushrooms. Don't you know the difference?
No, do you?
Sure I do. Want me to tell you the difference?
Okay.
Once upon a time, there was a great forest that was full of little people. You know about the little people, Tina?
Sure I do, I betcha. I'm one of them.
No. I mean little people like fairies and elves and pixies and leprechauns. Well, sir, half of these little people were bad little people, and half of them were good little people. Yes, sir. The good little people were always happy, swimming in the buttercups after a rain, and eating honey out of the flowers, and listening to Jack in the Pulpit on Sundays and everything.
Oh.
But the bad little people were always nasty and snarling to each other and to the good people. But even good little people will only take so much pushing around. So one day they got into a terrible battle there in the woods.
Oh, boy.
Yes, sir. They were throwing acorns, beating the junior out each other with twigs, stabbing at each other with blades of grass, throwing each other into gopher holes, and just generally raising Cain.
Gee, I wish I'd have been there, I betcha I wish.
Well, sir, the king of the forest heard all the ruckus, and he got very angry.
Oh, boy.
He waved his magic wand at him, and boom. The good little people were turned into mushrooms, and the bad little people were turned into toadstools. And that's why mushrooms are so good and toadstools so poisonous. You see?
That was a dandy story, mister. Thanks ever so much. And is it ever going to surprise my teacher when I tell her, I betcha?
Surprise her? Why?
Yeah. You know what?
No.
She's still laboring under the delusion that mushrooms and toadstools are clammy fungus growths that live parasitically upon decaying vegetable matter and are produced from thread-like spores disseminated by the wind and grazing animals.
What? Little people. Ta-ta. I still think that kid's a midget.
A shortcut from a long-running show with a little girl who never grew up. Marion Jordan wasn't the only grown-up to play a moppet on radio. Singer and comedian Fanny Brice first tried out her baby voice routine in the 20s in vaudeville. But Snooks didn't become a full-fledged radio star till the late 30s, when she appeared in sketches on several major network shows. In 1944, The Baby Snooks Show, a full half hour, appeared on CBS. Snooks, always 7 years old, was an accomplished liar, a skilled blackmailer, a sneak, tattletale, and her daddy's worst nightmare. Mayhem was her medium in this sketch with the long-suffering Hanley Stafford.
Hello, Daddy.
Oh, hello, Snooks. Oh, let's have a look at you.
Why did I have to put on my new dress, Daddy?
Because my boss is coming for dinner.
Why?
Well, we don't have guests very often, and it's good to make social contacts and fraternize with intellectual people. My boss is a very smart man, and I like to listen to his conversation. You understand?
Uh-huh. You're trying to get a raise.
Nothing of the kind, and I don't want you making any cracks when he gets here either.
I won't, Daddy.
Above all, don't say anything about his hair.
Why?
Just don't, that's all.
What's the matter with his hair?
Nothing. I'm just warning you not to make any remarks about it.
All right.
And listen, Snooks. You're not to come into the dining room while we're having dinner. Not even if my boss asks you to.
Why?
Never mind why. All I want you to do is greet Mr. Gordon and then run upstairs and play.
All right.
And now we'd better have a little rehearsal. I'll be Mr. Gordon.
Who's he?
My boss. I'll be my boss.
Huh?
I said I'm Mr. Gordon.
No, you ain't. You're my daddy.
We're just pretending. I want to make sure you'll behave nicely when Mr. Gordon comes. Now, I'm Mr. Gordon, and I'm coming in. Oh, good evening, Snooks.
Hello, Daddy.
No. Say good evening to Mr. Gordon.
Where is he?
He's not here yet.
And why should I say good evening to him?
You're not saying it to him, you're saying it to me. Right now, I'm Mr. Gordon, even though I'm still your daddy. And while Mr. Gordon isn't even here yet, you can say good evening to him because you're really saying it to me. And don't ask me if I feel all right.
Why?
Now, don't you start to irritate me, Snooks. And another thing, in case Mr. Gordon asks you to come in to dinner, I want you to say no thanks. I've already eaten. Now, let's try it.
All right.
Now, here we go.
Where are we going?
Nowhere!
Ah.
Now, let's try it. Oh, good evening, Snooks.
No, thank you. I've already eaten.
Say good evening first.
Why?
Because you've got to greet him. Now, let's try it again. Good evening, Snooks.
Good evening, Mr. Gordon.
Fine. Oh, Snooks, will you come in and eat with us?
Uh-huh.
No, I told you to say you'd already eaten.
I'm still hungry.
Snooks, I don't want to lose my temper with you. When he asks you to come in and eat, just say... Oh, there he is now. Now, remember, Snooks.
All right.
Oh, come right in, Mr. Gordon.
Nice place to have here. Oh, is this baby Snooks?
Yes, sir, Mr. Gordon. Shake hands with Mr. Gordon, Snooks.
How?
What a cute child.
Dinner's all ready.
Okay, will you have a bite with us?
Snooks.
I say, will you have a bite with us?
No, thanks. I've already bitten.
Well, run along upstairs and play, Snooks. This way, Mr. Gordon.
Daddy?
Yes?
Why did he tell me not to say anything about his hair?
What's that?
He ain't got any.
Well, you think that's funny, young lady?
Uh-huh. You look like my Aunt Chloe.
Oh, well, I must say, Higgins, this little daughter of yours makes eating here a pleasure.
You like it, Mr. Gordon?
No, he doesn't like it. Mr. Gordon wants you to leave the room so he can eat in peace. What are you doing?
My penny fell under the table.
Be careful, Snooks. You're pulling the table.
Hey, look out!
Snooks, the whole thing's going to fall.
I think I'll go now.
Oh.
During the 11 seasons of the show, Snooks became a kind of alter ego for Fanny Bryce. At as late as 1950, Snooks, still aged 7, did a guest spot on NBC's The Big Show with Tallulah Bankhead. For a ventriloquist to be really funny, the audience must actually see the dummy talking and rolling its eyes and turning its head. That's why it seemed like a long shot when Edgar Bergen first appeared on the Rudy Valley Show in December 1936. But Bergen and McCarthy were an instant success. Who would have thought that a wooden dummy, masquerading as a little boy wearing a tuxedo and monocle, would take over our Sunday nights for 15 years? We never tired of his feuds, his flirtations, and his continuous abuse of Bergen's patience and possessions.
What was that, Charlie?
Oh, nothing, Mr. Bergen, nothing.
I see.
I was just telling Miss Drew how nice that train you made for me used to be.
What?
Is, I don't know.
Charlie, you know I built a perfect scale model of a regular locomotive.
Yes, you did.
You must have put a lot of time into it.
Yes, and being steam-driven and very expensive, I don't let Charlie play with it, of course, unless I'm home. Do I, Charlie?
No, that's right, no. No, I shouldn't have, should I? Shouldn't have? Well, what I mean is, there was, Charlie. Yeah? Charlie, don't tell me anything has happened to that train. No? No. Why not? You'll find out anyway. Very well. What happened? Well, it ran off the track and scuttled itself. Charlie, don't tell me that you have wrecked that train. Well, I don't know who else to pin it on. You don't. Very well. What is this now? How did it happen? Well, it's like this. You see, old man Dugan, came over to the house. He did? Yes. Uh-oh. You ain't kidding. Yeah. And he brought Skinny Dugan with him. He did? Yes, I see. That's a good place for another uh-oh. Yes, I know. Well, that kid is no good if I ever met him. You see, Skinny has an electric train. Ah, that's fine. Yes. So he said, casual like, Yeah. He says, let's race 'em, see? Yes. That's what he said. Was his idea, yes. Steam versus electricity, see? Yes. So, of course, I couldn't say no. Why couldn't you? Well, I'd already said yes. Oh, I know. So, Skinny hooked up his train, and I steamed up my boiler, see? Yes. And then you started the race, yeah. They're off. Woo-hoo! Yeah. And then bang. Bang, yeah. The trains ran smack into each other right in the middle of the living room. Uh-oh. Not in my living room. And why not, Trey? Don't you realize that floor is covered with a very expensive Oriental rug? Yes? Yes. Is that so? Yes. Well, just about dusk, our trains went through the Orient. Did you damage the rug? We singed it a little. Singed it? What do you mean you singed it? Well, when you go to the barber shop and after you cut... you wouldn't know about that. Is the hole in that rug, is it very noticeable? No, sir, not very. Well, that's good. It doesn't show as much as the water spots. Water spots? And why water spots? Well, the firemen had to use something.
Like Shirley Temple and Mickey Mouse, Charlie McCarthy was merchandised. There were dolls, mugs, spoons, and toys on sale everywhere. A bonanza for Bergen, of course. They were on the air for many, many years together, both of them apparently ageless. Great routines for radio weren't born in a single night. They started small, in tent shows, small-time vaudeville, burlesque, local radio shows, skits on network shows, even in the circus. Such an act was Red Skelton, a circus clown and pantomimist. All action, no words. Like Edgar Bergen, he first appeared with Rudy Valley. In 1941, Raleigh Cigarettes gave him a Tuesday night spot on NBC, and Red's incredible cast of characters began to emerge. Clem Cadiddlehopper, Deadeye, Willie Lump Lump, and Boulevard Shagnasty. But as Junior, the mean little kid, Red made his biggest hit.
Well, Junior, here's the market. You've never been in one of these big supermarkets before, have you?
No, and it's going to be quite an experience, boy. I hope they is prepared for it, John. Oh, look at all the food. Goodness me, tummy feels like I've died and gone to heaven, Oh, look at the grapefruits and everything. I love the sweet fruits and vegetables. Some of them tomatoes are a little ripe, ain't they?
Now, you stay close to me while I get one of these basket push carts.
They look like a baby buggy, don't it? Hey, I bet it'll be a lot of fun to push it around. Would you mind if I push it anymore? Could I push it?
Oh, I guess there's no harm in it. But don't go far away, dear, because I'm only going to buy a few things.
Oh, boy, some people never learn. Well, I'm going to play hot rod with this thing. I'm going to give it a gun. Now I'll go up this aisle here. Boy, boy, this is really something. Oh, here comes a woman with a cart loaded with goods, and she's looking at the food on the shelves and not watching the road. Well, watch me whiz by her and teach her a lesson. 6 o'clock, everybody go home. Boy, this is really fun. Well, look where I is, right in the middle of the pastry department, and me sweet tooth is doing nip-ups. Well, I guess I'll do a little shopping on my own. And now, let's see. Take a box of these marshmallows here, and about 6 or 7 boxes of these chocolates here. Well, how did that tide get there? Well, we take it anyhow. And there's some sweet rolls. Remember, tide spelled backward is eat it.
Junior, where on earth have you been? I've been searching all over for you, dear, and I thought... What are you doing with those cakes and cookies?
Just drooling at the mouth.
Here's your total, madam.
$23.68. Who do you think I'm married to? Raffles? You put those packages right back where you got them.
Well, I'm afraid that's not permissible, madam. The boys sample each package.
Well,
you'll have to buy them.
Nemo, shut off your motor. Your lower plate's wobbling. Calm down, Nemo. It's all right, Nemo.
It's nearly 5 o'clock. You and Junior have been gone for hours. What kept you?
What kept me? What kept me, she says.
Hey, Mother, what's wrong with you?
I'm Junior's grandmother. Who could ask for anything more?
In fact, we're not going to eat anything but cookies for the next 2 weeks.
Lorene, the next time I take this little death ray to the market with me, I shall have my head examined.
All right. Now, please explain what happened, Junior.
Go sit down, Nemo. Go sit down, will you? Now, first, I had a few words with the guy at the checkout then. Then we had a few words with the manager of the market. And then Nemo had to go up and beat her gums with a policeman from the the riot squad, see? And then I bit the manager. Yes.
You bit the manager?
Yes. I'm not very tall, so I bit him on the knee. Then we standing in front of the police sergeant, and then he made us pay our fine, and outside of that, there's nothing to tell.
Oh, I've never been so humiliated in all my life. Imagine me in the police station.
You look good, kiddo. You look good.
I have to pay for $23.68 worth of cookies that Junior bought. Oh, how I wish I hadn't looked around the first time his grandfather whistled at me.
That was Junior, whose special brand of chaos stayed on the air till 1953. Among all the radio brats, his punchline was perhaps best known. For a decade, we all quoted Junior when he said, "I do it."